The superstar. The superstars of Fan Control Football Season 2.0 are not only the who's who of celebrity team owners and influencers, not the 21 million live views of our Emmy-nominated broadcast. Across Twitch, DAZN, Fubo, NBCLX, Peacock. Or our highlights that scored over 100 million views. And we can't forget best-in-class sponsors. But the biggest star of Season 2 is our play-calling app that allow fans to control the action on the field. Fans pick a team, pick a play, 4 run plays, 4 pass plays to choose from. The play with the most votes is called in real time.
We got it.
This is where video games and live action come to life. And now, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment brings you Fan Controlled Hoops, where fans call the shots. Coming 2023, the future of sports is here, and it's Fan Control. Power to the fans.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah! Welcome to Snoop Dogg Elbow Drop. Show formerly known as the Fan Controlled Show, the official companion show to the 2-time Emmy-nominated Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment. Are you kidding me?
Come on now. Well, you said 2-time. It's 3-time.
Well, 2 years, 3 Emmys,
2 times this year. 2020.
twice this year.
2 times.
That shit right, Jeff.
Holy smokes. I'm Jeff Cannata. I'm with Josh Macuga, Patrick Dees, the Commissioner Ray Austin, and we're celebrating.
Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are here on a very special week. Not only are we Emmy nominated 2, nay, 3 times, but it's the episode you've been waiting for, the build-up, the anticipation. It's the minefield of Seinfeld. It's the
Is that what you were waiting for, Jeff?
He was waiting on that. He didn't say that in the pre-show. So.
It's Josh Macuga versus Ray Austin in a clash of titans in Seinfeld trivia.
I, for one, am so glad they're going to clear the air. I mean, these two have been talking mad shit to each other for months.
2 men enter.
It's brutal.
2 men are probably going to leave also, but it's going to be different afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, my wife.
We can stop hearing about it.
My wife is like, you're the only black person who cares besides Wale. I was like, damn.
It's like the episode when George wants a black friend, and so he brings the guy from he tries to convince Mr. Morgan. He brings in his exterminator, and they go to that restaurant.
Linebacker.
Wow, it's starting already, Patrick. It's starting already.
I know.
Let's go.
You know, they're just little flexes too. This isn't even for points. It was like, by the way, I know about the linebacker.
He texted me something today, and I was like, oh shit.
Yep.
Incredible.
I think Patrick. I think you and I should take side bets. There's 50 questions that we've got to ask. I think there's going to be some other stuff thrown in, but 50 main questions that Patrick and I will be taking turns asking Josh and Ray.
Yep.
Now, I want to ask you, Patrick, what do you think the over-under of half of those questions, cumulatively, they get right or wrong? What do you think?
See, I'm going to answer that, and then I've got a question for you too. I think I'm going to take the over. I think they're going to do better than 25 because they both constantly surprise me with and it's none of this is. I haven't watched an episode in, I don't know, man, a decade maybe. But all of this stuff is on recall. I don't know it when I'm asked, but I'm like, oh, I remember that, and then I remember that. I was like,
Patrick, it's signal.
It starts coming back. In fact, when I admittedly wrote my questions at 12:45 in the morning last night, and it took me the longest time to get one, and then 2 through 9, I was like, oh yeah, that's something. So I want to know, Jeffrey, how many of the 50, if you looked at them just briefly, how many would you say if you were asked just on the street.
Very few. I haven't looked at all 50, but you and I each were responsible for 10 of the 50.
Yep.
And I will totally cop to the fact that I just blatantly stole my 10 from an online quiz.
Yeah.
And in order to do it, I took the quiz.
Very Jeep. Hey, AI Jeep needs to steal stuff.
AI Jeep. That's what AI Jeep does. I wasn't gonna be able to figure them out myself. I had to take the quiz to find the answers because they don't show you the answers until you take the quiz. So of the 10 questions that I took the quiz on, I got 4.
Okay. All right, 40%. That's
shabby.
not bad. You're shooting 3-pointers. That's pretty damn good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I will
incredible.
say that Ruthless Cutie, aka Jess Samola, and Jim, our technical director, they have thrown in some as well, and they have put this whole thing together. Jess especially, and I got to give. I say it every week. Jess Samola absolutely crushes it. She's making all the thumbnails for this show now. They look great on YouTube. She's been doing a lot of editing for our social media, and she deserves a hearty shout out for this because she texted me yesterday. I only have 2 questions, and it was yesterday at like 4 p.m. And I was like, "What? All right, I'm gonna have to start calling people." And she said the fan questions started flooding in this morning. The Dees and Jeff questions started flooding in. So, and we have at the end of it, if Ray and I are tied at the end of the questions, we have written down 5 questions for each other. I ask Ray, he asks me.
Oh, now I'm rooting for a tie because I
we
want
may
to
have
break
do that.
those out.
We may have to do that even if there's no tie.
I agree. I thought you were gonna rock paper scissors actually
Oh.
if you guys were tied, but I like the 5 bonus ones. All right, there it is. Well, so so if you're okay, all right. If you're tied after those 5, which is gonna be wild, so like double OT is rock paper scissors.
Yes.
But let's make a Seinfeld version, right? Like it's Jerry,
Elaine,
and George. Yeah, and so like you throw a George, and you're like, God damn it, Elaine clearly beats George.
George is Brock.
George is
because
bald.
he has no hair.
Yeah,
right?
George.
That's funny.
Seinfeld is scissors because he's like a comedian, like cut it out, kind of.
Yeah, okay. And walk me through Elaine.
Elaine is a paper because she was a writer.
Wow. Very good. Very good.
I was gonna
good.
rebut some of that, but it's an answer to one of the trivia questions. So I'm just gonna hold that off until
Very good. Very good.
Wrong.
If it's okay, well, I think I know the answer to at least one of them.
I love that we're having
the gamesmanship.
I love that we're having a battle. That's going to be at the end of the episode. I love that we're having a battle, and the show is called Snoop Dogg Elbow Drop because it's going to feel like what it's going to be. But you can decide what we will be called next week. And the way you do that is you throw in your suggestions of what this show should be called next week in the chat if you're watching us live. And at the end of the episode, we'll pick our favorites, and you'll vote. And whatever you vote is what we're called because it's fan controlled, and you are the fans. So,
and we should really next week just be called 2-time Emmy nominated.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Season 1, 1 Emmy nomination.
Correct.
We go back to the drawing board. We create new every digital innovation, interactive experience, 2 Emmy nominations. Next year, we go 4. Year after that, 8. Let me read you something.
Exponential growth.
Exponential growth,
Yeah.
Jeff. It's for the shareholders. Okay. No.
I want to know I think we should come to a decision right now. Are we 2-time nominated or 3-time nominated?
3 times.
We're 3
All
times.
right. 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
Also, I don't want to sleep on For the Shareholders as an episode title next week. I really, really like that.
Okay. Here's the number of we got 2 nominations in 2023. Guess what other people got 2 and only 2 nominations?
Oh, I was looking at this.
Apple,
Yeah.
Red Bull, Roku, UFC.
Dude, and our market cap is exactly the same as all those places.
Identical.
Pretty much.
Apple,
Sinclair
us.
Broadcast Group has like 400 stations. They got 1 nomination. Univision only got 1. We are winning.
Call us back when you're duo Vision. You know what I'm saying?
Well said, Jeffrey. It's a Seinfeld minefield. Duo Visioni.
I'm going to go start that company. I'm going to trademark that right now. Let's just have a competing Spanish-speaking network. But it's just us white guys talking Spanish.
Just
Do a
one
vision.
better. We're one better than you.
That's like 6-minute abs. Step into my office. You're fucking fired.
You guys know that in New Zealand they only have 4 channels. For a long time they only had 1 channel. It was called TV1. Then it went to TV2. They got 2
It was just
channels.
Lord of the Rings on loop.
On loop over and over. Then a couple years ago, Jeff, TV3. This year, TV4.
Oh
They got
man,
4
what are they going to
channels?
do? What do they do with themselves? I don't want to age myself here, but I'm old enough to remember when Fox happened. It was a big moment in the world when it was CBS, ABC, and NBC, and then all of a sudden,
I remember,
was the 4th network.
Yeah.
4 networks. What?
I think all of us were alive when TV went off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At the end of the night.
Like they played the Star Spangled Banner and the motherfucker went off.
And there was just the test pattern.
Sorry, we don't have any more TV for you.
You
Sorry.
TV'd out. TV'd out.
No. And I remember waking up in the morning because on Saturday mornings was really the only time you could catch Sports Center on ESPN, and it was at 7 a.m. Okay, so I would wake up first thing in the morning and at like 6:45, just stare at the bars on the TV, and then just wait, and then it'd be like, da da da. I was like, it's on, Ben, it's on.
That's amazing.
And we'd
I was
watch
busy
Sports Center
watching
for an hour.
Transformers and Care Bears at Saturday mornings.
Dude, and thinking about when TV cut off. You remember when I told you, Patrick, you guys, when I was on stage with the dude that came up with all the stuff for George Foreman and stuff?
Yeah.
He started there because he was in the bed and TV went off. He was watching something and TV went off. And so he called the network and was like, yo, I'm still up. Like, what can I, like, why ain't there no more TV on? They was like, sir, we don't have TV for that. He was like, does anybody have that space? He was like, we never charge for it, so no one's up watching
Brilliant.
it. He used that space to start all that shit.
Brilliant.
I was like,
You know, I was watching this documentary
It's
on
so easy. Doesn't it seem easy?
super smart, dude.
I was watching a documentary on, of course, Golf Channel, and they basically paid their entire network was able to stay afloat in those early years based solely on golf infomercials. Those golf infomercial companies would buy the entire night.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
For like one club.
Yeah.
I genuinely miss the days of when I was in high school and I had a TV, a 13-inch tube television in my room, and I would stay up late at night and just watch whatever the hell was on.
Yeah.
It was 9 times out of 10, it was some infomercial weird thing, but it was fascinating, and it was just some weird dude talking in some crazy accent about something. But I was like, I would watch it for hours.
Yeah.
You remember Yin Can Cook? Do you guys remember
Yin Can Cook? I loved Yin Can Cook.
Dude, he was all night. He was this sweet Asian dude, and his name was Yin Can Cook, and his end was, if Yin can cook, so can you. Okay,
Dude, did you ever see the Frugal Gourmet was another one. The Frugal Gourmet ended up getting arrested for pedophilia.
Oh yeah.
And I loved the Frugal Gourmet when I was like 7, so like I was right in his wheelhouse.
Sounded like he liked a lot of 7-year-olds too.
Yeah, and the other one was, I can't remember the guy's name, but oh my god, I loved it. It was like a PBS cooking dude, old Italian guy who looked like my grandpa, and he would sing opera while he cooked. It was bizarre, but so wonderful. Wonderful.
I need that.
Like the inspiration for the Swedish chef kind of guy?
But Italian.
I can't remember what his name.
That's incredible.
Pasquale, I think his name was.
Dude.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Pasquale.
Do you guys follow Keith Olbermann, early Sports Center legend?
I remember. Obviously, I don't follow him currently, but I love him and Dan Patrick were the best.
Yeah. I mean, legends, right? Like again, that's who I wanted to be when I grew up. Stuart Scott, Keith Olbermann, one of these guys. So Olbermann's got an incredible podcast right now called Countdown. It's broken into three sections. Like the top is like news and kind of political. The second is like worst people in the world, which is great. And then the third section is a section called Stuff I Promise Not to Tell. He's like 50 years or 40 years in the business and all these behind the scenes stuff. And his stories about Sports Center, dude, ESPN2 launch, I'll send you guys an episode, is a wild story about just how unhip that was. And if you guys should watch, you Google first night of ESPN2, Olbermann starts it and he's dead serious. He's like, welcome to the move that's going to end all of our careers. This is ESPN2. It's incredible. But the behind the scenes stories are, I mean, for as fellow Sports Center junkies and big fans of that stuff, the stories are incredible, and the backbiting and the politics, and he just doesn't care. You know, none of the, like, I feel like in show business, there's all these stories that don't get said. Like, if you know, you know, or whatever. Olbermann does out of fucks give. He just doesn't care. He busts everybody, execs, other anchors. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
it's incredible. He does
already burned every bridge.
Every single bridge.
He's like the American infrastructure. Every bridge collapse. He doesn't give a
no. He really
like
doesn't.
the American infrastructure.
All right, so let's Jim, you want to pull up the image? Let's look at our category.
I also sent him a video of Pasquale. If you're able to pull that up, that would be amazing.
I can't wait.
But
Jim, if you could.
he might be working on that. I hope. I really hope. I sent the. So good.
Pasquale.
I literally not seen this. It's from 1988. I've not seen this in.
So astrophysical anomaly. Last week, Dees, I told the world that we had huge things going on behind the scenes. We still can't tell you, but I can tell you it has not got any less huge. This is like John Holmes in a 1983 porn. It is not getting any smaller. Okay, it is huge. Okay. And it continues to stay huge throughout the entire movie. Okay. So this news is only going to get bigger. It's like an extends. It's like Jimmy Johnson talking about extends. We're just keeping it.
It's a new rapper. It's not Biggie Smalls. It's huge.
It's Pasquale.
It's huge.
Huge.
Just indulge me. Look,
I remember this dude. Oh yeah.
Pasquale, welcome to my kitchen.
I watched
Dude, I always turned off, but yes, I remember this dude.
Look at him, this great. Come on.
Man. Let's just be as stereotypically Italian as possible. Accordions, man on a bike.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? That man looks exactly like my grandfather. Exactly.
Yeah. Every time I see one of you guys at my personal residence, I'm going to say, "Welcome to my kitchen." That's amazing.
Okay, so here is our first category that we were nominated in, everybody. Outstanding
Break it down.
Interactive experience event coverage. So our first piece of competition is the College Football National Championship MegaCast. Okay.
Right. Small potatoes.
It's in a lot of places.
I was just going to say, it's
potatoes.
like all of ESPN, SEC Network, which is owned by ESPN, the ESPN app, and ABC, which is owned by Disney, which owns all of this. Okay. So wherever you could watch it, the interactive experience of this, as somebody that watched it, I don't know exactly what the interactive nature was, except that I could watch on 10 different TVs at different, delays, things happening in the college football championship. Like ESPN, then ESPN2 was a couple seconds later, and then ESPN Deportes a couple seconds later, ESPNU a couple seconds later, just like right?
The interactivity was trying to get your prop bet in between the delays. You're like, okay.
Exactly. Then you've got us, fan-controlled football, season 2.0. NBC, Alexa, Zone, Twitch, Fubo TV. What is the interactive nature of it? All
of it.
Literally every part of it.
Yes.
Literally everything.
The fundamental DNA is interactive.
Correct.
Then the 2022 FIFA World Cup. What was interactive about that?
You can play it on your Xbox, I guess.
They had like a little AR component, which again,
I remember.
And don't get me wrong, it was cool, but you weren't really interacting. It was kind of like, that's that in AR. Again, dope tech, but not core. It's not the ethos of the event.
Interactive, a very operative word here. And the Emmys.
Freddie Airmail, it's not fundamental, it's fandamental.
Yeah, well done.
Boom.
That's a show name idea.
Damn right.
Show name it. It's Jay Spacely. How do we infiltrate the Emmy voting group? You've bribed them with alcohol, apparently.
We kind of already did that, as a matter of fact. I was an Emmy judge this year. You talk about being grossly unqualified. Not in our category.
Now, the Olympic Winter Games, they did not take my interactive idea, which was put me in every event and see how poorly I would do against actual Olympians.
I would have.
What was their interactive?
I don't know. Ray. Apparently, like you could watch it on an app as well as TV.
Yeah, they don't really define what interactive means.
Yeah.
No, and even in the category descriptions, it's pretty broad. And so I'm not surprised this is what got through.
These are big hitters. The World Cup, like 1 billion people watched it.
Yeah.
The Winter Games, like a few 100 million over a 2-week period, probably. And then Thursday Night Football on Prime Video, which does have a very good cast of dum-dums on their desk, right? Like
Highly entertaining.
They're very entertaining.
Totally.
Dum-dums is a term of endearment in my
yes, I know that. I get upset when you don't call me a dum-dum.
Yeah.
And this is allegedly was a really hotly contested category just to even be nominated. So I think there was 100+ entrants in this one because it's like that. I mean, that is such a buzzword right now. It's stuff that we're way out ahead of, but like everybody's looking for a way to engage a fan and create this kind of lean forward experience. And so it's usually this tacked on, extra kind of experience. It's not fundamental to fundamental to the experience, but a lot of people wanted to compete in this category this year.
I will say, somebody tagged us in a tweet today that USFL is doing some sort of game pass where you can like get more tiers and like vote on like if you like the game, and then it might get you better seats. But you have to go to the game in order to scan the QR code. So it's only an in-game experience.
Sorry, I fell asleep when you were saying that.
Yeah.
Jeff voted don't like this podcast.
But you have to either be in Detroit, Canton, Birmingham, or the other city. There's only 4 cities for the USFL. Oh, Ruthless Cutie, more tiers, not tears, Josh. Oh, got it. Oh, Memphis. Thank you, Freddie. Memphis. Gorgeous this time of year. If you're from Memphis, more than likely, if you talk about guns being bad, you're going to get kicked out of the government. So I don't want to go to Memphis. How about that? That was a political joke there for you, Jeff. You're welcome. I know you're a big politics guy.
Olbermann would have been really proud.
Olbermann loved it. All right. What do we think here, gentlemen? What are our chances? Oh no, this is our second
it already. This
well, actually, let's go. Can we go back to the yes? I would love for you guys to pick a winner here. I mean, we're coming to this really prepared.
Here's the problem as I see it.
Bring it.
Go, Jeff.
I fear most of the voters are not judging based on level of interactivity.
That's true.
Yep.
And I fear that most of the voters will read outstanding event coverage, and they'll miss those middle 2 words.
Well, so let's talk a little bit about the process. So how this happens is, having gone through it, so essentially they get all of these submissions. Our submission was what, Josh? 8 minutes long, 7 minutes long?
Yeah, each video was it was like 6 to 8 minutes.
And so
How
they
much of that
watched
was Josh just begging.
most of it. It was the last 6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah, I was singing like an Italian man cooking.
Welcome to my explainer.
Football.
So if they take the time to watch the entire 6 minutes, they'll really get the breadth of what we're doing. I think, and I say this without reservation, it's one of the finest 6 minutes as a video that we've put out. Like we talked about this on our all team call today, and people here, I mean, all the reels in the chat right now, they know what happened in season 2 was fucking magic. It was unprecedented in every single way. It was a really incredible experience, but the judges we would not have been able to stick out through the noise if we hadn't had like a banger of a 6-minute video that says, yo, dum-dums, as Josh starts it by calling people dum-dums.
It does sound like the message you want. That's the message you want to
pay attention. So if it was just the category and they were just reading it and voting, I would be very concerned about it. I think if they actually take the time, we've got a shooter's chance.
Does our video have any sow cows?
A lot of sow cows.
Because I feel like the Winter Games one probably has several sow cows. Maybe
the amount of sow cows on those videos, not only triples, Jeff, but quad cows.
Quad cow?
No, that's illegal in the lower 48.
It's very true.
Can't quad cow anymore.
Dees, how many people vote though? How many is it that's doing the actual vote?
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have a vote.
Here's my prediction. I don't want to rule us out. I think we're the little engine that could in this category. Obviously,
100.
You know what I mean?
We're not the little engine that could.
Whoa.
We are a stout running back that's a little shorter that can get through holes and is underappreciated during the draft. but
Yeah,
comes
we're
out.
underdog. We're underdog, clear underdog in this category, no doubt. I mean, these are like massive.
The friggin' Olympics and the World
Olympic.
Cup.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But if you're talking, if they actually judge it by level of interactivity, there's no comparison.
But I think that's what makes it so dope is like when they read off those names, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, national championship, yeah, Olympics, Thursday night football, of course. Now FIFA, yeah, fan control. What the fuck is fan control?
I know that's what I love about it.
And
Is
then
that
boom? Let me look at this and be like, oh damn,
elevated by the company we keep, man. It's elevated by the company we keep. And I think that's a win already.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If I had to guess who's going to actually win, I think it's going to be Thursday Night Football.
Really?
Because it's on Prime Video, which I think to the layperson that doesn't even understand what interactive means, like, oh, that's an interactive thing. Prime Video.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I would honestly probably lean towards the FIFA World Cup.
I was going FIFA too.
Yeah, because it's like once every 4 years, even though like the Winter Olympics, I don't know, like I feel like they're always trying to beef up soccer a little bit. Like they want to, it's like making fetch happen. We're trying so hard.
That and this World Cup was such a magical story. And I think people sometimes conflate the experience they had watching it with the interactivity. Oh, I remember that. That was magic.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? As opposed to the merit of interactivity. And to me, the FIFA 22 what a wild year.
I think too, now that I look at it, just like looking at the list, there's 3 football.
Yeah.
That could cancel each other out.
You know what I'm saying? So
4
think,
football,
though,
or if you think FIFA, but you know, what I'm saying.
like if you're a European or a Pasquale, Jeff, it's a football.
It's a football. I do think that any way you slice it, us being in that peer group is a massive win. It's just a massive win.
Now, next for season 3 of football, I have an idea. We call it a mega cast. It could work. Listen, we'll get nominated again.
How about
we could win if this one wins?
An Olympic World Thursday mega cast?
Okay.
How about thief controlled football? No, I got it. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is our second outstanding digital innovation.
Now hold up. Now if you see that first list, we weren't the first person, we weren't the third person. Does that have anything to do with it? Maybe.
I think it's alphabetical.
So.
No, it's not alphabetical. I don't know.
Not alphabetical.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because X's are after T's. I know
Maybe
because I've been eating Rosie the alpha.
Yeah. It's O.
OT? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so we're first. Fan control football. We are a digital innovation. Everybody, the entire thing is a digital innovation. Okay.
Well, and technically, you can only submit to this one time in your entire life, which we were nominated last season. So what got nominated this season was 2.0. That is not the same thing as that is a fundamentally different thing that happened on that field next year.
Next year, you can digitally innovate because of basketball.
That's totally a million percent. A million percent.
It's Chase basically says, no way this isn't a win. W. Okay, so I didn't watch McEnroe versus McEnroe, but I am going to watch it because I need to know what
I don't know. Through it.
Did they create a clone of Mac? Because that's pretty innovative. If they cloned McEnroe,
that's what I can't.
I mean,
plays himself and just argues with himself. He's like, "That's out. No, that's out. No, that's out."
We have an awesome app, but if they manage to clone a human being,
I
think they should win.
Elevated by the company we keep, you know?
So hold on. I'm okay. So,
I guess it could be John McEnroe versus Pat McEnroe.
Well, that's what I thought it was originally, but no, they basically are deep faking McEnroe and having him play a deep fake Billie Jean King, I think, or something like that. Yeah, it's that's wrong.
Nonsense.
Oh, here it is. So John McEnroe is playing 1979 John McEnroe. So 2022 John McEnroe is playing the avatar of himself in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
And
people
it
watch
looks
that?
I'm watching it right now. So basically, it looks like what it is is like, have you ever been to a batting cage indoors where it's a screen and it's like, oh, here comes Clayton Kershaw. He's going to throw it. And then the ball pops out of the hole from a pitcher.
Yes.
It's that. He's just playing against an avatar of himself.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's pretty interesting. The NBA app, I've used it. It's a pretty good app.
Oh wait, if he's playing against the avatar, when the ball comes out, is being hit like he would hit it or something? Like,
Oh man, it's funny. This is pretty funny.
It's a sim, right? Like he's playing against an AI that's loaded with his tendencies and his attributes as best they felt.
I mean,
they could approximate.
I guess it's innovative.
Yeah, I think it is. It's cool.
It's pretty innovative.
It's a thing.
Is it awkward? Yeah, it is pretty awkward looking. But it's
he plays against a bunch of different versions of himself. 92s.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Then the NBA app, then the Olympic Winter Games. Now, digital innovation here, I think, is just really high quality cameras.
It's an immersive
streaming in 8K is not easy, right? It's a tremendous amount of data.
Yeah, but literally ones of people across the globe can watch 8K.
It's true.
Ones of people. Why?
Yeah,
like, I don't know. So again, I will acknowledge what you're saying, Jeffrey. It is not easy, but doing a lot of shit's not easy, and it doesn't make it innovative.
And here comes the
I can't bench press 300 pounds. That doesn't make me. It's very hard to do.
Right.
But it doesn't make me innovative in any way.
Right, Josh.
Thanks,
Josh knows how hard it is.
I did 225 one time. Once. And I haven't stopped hearing about it since.
I think you were going to say I haven't stopped feeling it since. He's like,
I want them to use the McEnroe versus McEnroe technology to do Pasquale versus Pasquale. Can we do that?
I want to do Ray versus Ray in like.
But you know what? Like that's what I was thinking. Like McEnroe versus. I can see where that could go further down the road.
Right.
You know, like because the biggest thing is they think about I was seeing something on Michael Jordan. They were talking about who is the best, who is the greatest. It's like, well, if AI could pick the two of the greatest at their greatest and then play each other, who do you think would win? You know?
Well, it's like when remember before the Super Bowl back in the day, like in the mid 90s, when they were trying to fill 2 hours of pregame, and they were in this weekend's game, it's the 1978 Steelers versus the 1996 or the San Francisco 49ers, like the best teams to ever play of their because it was was the 80s the Niners when they were great?
Yeah,
Jeff?
the dynasty years.
Yeah. They would play those teams against each other. Like, oh, here it comes. They would just do silly. It didn't really make any sense. It didn't make. But now that you can do that in Madden football, where you can play dynasty team versus dynasty team, you can have some kind of a fun sim of that.
Right.
What was Prime Vision? Did anybody watch Prime? Freddie Airmail, did you watch Prime Vision? Anybody? I don't know.
Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, on Thursday. Was it like a camera angle? Were they doing like?
And is that Amazon Prime Vision?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is Prime Vision?
Is it like that? Do you ever watch stuff on Prime Video where you get that X-ray component where you're able to see, okay, who's in this scene? What else have they been in? But like, I wonder if it's that.
I have no idea what
similar
Prime Vision is.
Okay,
if you like you can see the stats of the player at like in the skeleton.
Maybe.
Okay. Here we go. During plays, the Prime Vision camera switches to a higher view with receivers' routes traced live. And throughout the game, stats and analysis pop up along the screen's bottom and right edges. Otherwise, the feed is largely standard. So basically, it's what we did with the AR overlay.
Right. It's us.
It's us. Yeah. It's Chase Spacey. I think Prime Vision was just a separate angle. Yeah, it told stats. Okay. I'm telling you guys, wait till you see the new stat aspect from our new app. Oh my God.
It's unreal.
If you like to get weird with stats, you are going to love the new app and what it does. Weird, Jeff.
Do you like to get weird?
So you guys going to the stats again? That's my question.
Dees, I think, will probably go.
Yeah, Ray and I'll be there for sure.
Dees and Ray will go.
Yeah. We've not discussed what type of shoes we're gonna rock this year. It was a big point of contention. No, look, this broke me last year.
Yeah, man, whatever. I'm wearing them same damn shoes.
All right, No. You got to wear your cleats from the 1990s when you played with Tennessee.
We spent enough money on them. So this last year broke me. So you guys, it's a well-known fact. I've never done blow. We know this because if I did, I would be doing blow right now. I would go from 0 to having a problem. We know this. We talk about this all the time.
Patrick has never done drugs.
Superpower. No, I've done drugs, but not drugs, not plural.
Yeah. Just one.
So
Life.
So
Seems like he's on blow right now.
my superpower is being self-aware. So I just know that I'll have a problem. The thing about the sneaker culture is I don't ever want to look because I'm going to want all of the shoes.
Right.
And then when we were trying to say, look, what's our look at the Emmys, we decided we do blazers and t-shirts because blazers is really dressed up for us. But let's rock some shoes. And we agreed on Jordans. But it was like a text of like 62,000 people submitting different versions of shoes on.
Listen, if you're not
the goat,
if these is like me, I'm not a shoe guy like that. Like you got.
I am now.
Now
I'm doing blow all the time.
I'm doing blow off your shoes.
To be in those conversations at 3 a.m, it was just like, it's a pair of shoes. What are we doing?
Yeah, but my point is I broke the seal. I'm fucked. I'm on goat right now. Like I'm looking at shoes all the time.
Patrick needs to go to shoe rehab.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
just barefoot the entire time.
Let's just go
call
hang out at
Reebok.
a Foot Locker. What could go wrong? Like, we'll just hang out there. Foot
Yeah,
Locker.
let's just. It's cool.
cool.
It's cool. It's the coolest.
I don't.
It's the
First
coolest.
of all, I don't.
I love malls.
I totally don't like spending money on clothes at all. My wife, like, she'll buy me stuff.
Well, you only have one shirt, Ray. It says athlete on it.
I was gonna say that's
I
true.
wear
It's athlete
the
now,
same
yeah.
shit. Every FCF and
why would
athlete
you?
shit all day long.
Yeah, all day.
When I saw, like, I'm looking at these shoes, I'm sitting there like, this is real.
My favorite.
Oh, that night was. It was
I've
horrible.
only worn them once.
I've only worn them once.
Come out of the box one
And
time.
now you get to wear them.
I don't
another
even think
Yeah,
time.
I
I've looked
guess
at them
so.
since I bought. After we wore them, I don't even think I've seen those. I know where they are, but I haven't even looked at
You
them.
should look because Patrick's doing blow off of them.
I am.
Really
Yeah, there's just like
They
all
were
busted.
badass though. We got
Oh.
mad compliments though
Yeah, they-
all night.
I've
My
got a picture. I'll
favorite thing
show you.
about that I heard about that night is what Ray said about how like when you guys got nominated, you were like, "Oh, it's a long shot," and then like by that night, you're like, "There is no way we're gonna lose."
Oh, dude,
Like that ramp that you go on. By
Jeff,
the
it
time
was
you get there, you're like,
heartbreaking.
this is our category to lose right now. We can't lose.
Dude, we left the hotel in a giant Sprinter van. We rolled over together, and it was all of us like, man, it's just so cool to be here. And then it was like, but what
Wives
if
got
we do win?
makeup done.
Yeah, they're great.
Right.
So I said randomly, and I'm like, hey guys, just so you know, in the off chance that we do win, only one of us can go up, but let's just all go. And everybody's like, okay, cool, yeah, cool. We'll all go. We agreed to just break the rules and go up. And so then we're like, no, but then like, who grabs the mic? And Sora's like, I don't really want to. And I was like, I could say something Ray could say. So then we start choreographing what we're gonna say, and then it starts spiraling. Then Grant goes, you know what? Fans need some input. So he sources shit from fans. This is on the drive over. And we get there, and we are the team of destiny. We are going to win. So we're sitting waiting for the music, the lights to lower. Ray is walking in the alleys, walking up and down, like going over his lines. He's like running by. Ray's practicing and shit. And I'm like this. We were fucking devastated. I went from not thinking there was a chance in hell to shocked they didn't say fan control football. Shocked.
Patrick did that thing like when they say somebody else's name, he starts standing up. And
I
he's like,
did. I was sure.
It was the Zoolander. Patrick just walked up. And he was like,
It felt like it was like somebody farted. We were like,
We left. We left. It's bad sports, but we're like, I can't be here devastated all night. So we went across the street and got wasted.
because
It's so funny what the brain does to you.
It does.
3 up. We were like literally in the first 15 minutes. So we were like,
So when we left, they wanted another picture of us on the red carpet, and they handed out really nice gift bags actually with some
my God.
fine booze in it. And so we all happen to have a bottle of liquor, and we're just like, so they took a picture of us, and they're like, and a quick video, and they're like, what are you gonna say? And I was like, win or lose, we booze. And we all yelled it, and now it's part of their sponsorship reel that they send out to people to sponsor the bags. And I sent the Emmy committee shirts that said "Win or lose, we booze." This just like about 3 months ago, and look, we're nominated.
oh, we did it. Little kissing ass never hurt there,
no.
Jeffrey.
oh my God.
Anyway, it was quite a night.
It's legitimately the Friends episode when Ross thinks he's going to go to prom with Rachel and be like the save the day, and then he comes down the stairs in a tuxedo, and Rachel's leaving with the dude, and you like see him get crushed. But then in that, Rachel comes over and kisses him in real life, like in real time. But there was no Rachel for you guys. You just went and got him.
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
I just love how the brain does that, where you can talk yourself into anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so
like,
funny.
Yeah.
It's like how I got married. I was like, she's
I was in my mind. I was on stage crying, like with the fans, like
yeah. It already happened. It already happened in your head. Yeah.
That was awesome. Hilarious.
So
that
good.
was great. That was good.
Well, that's 2 nominations for Fan Controlled Football Season 2.0.
man.
That's one more than Univision, but as we know, Jeff, they can only have one because they only have one
dose
vision.
of Vinny's Vision. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say this to Freddie Airmail in the chat. Absolutely on fire with show names. Show name I've Done Drug and Air Blordens. Blodens? Air Blodens.
Air Blodens?
Yeah, that's very good. Great work, Freddie.
I'll give you a quick shoe story. My little nephew, he's 12 and he loves shoes. Like all kids these days, like, you know, like Steph Curry's got 9 different shoes, and like the Melo's got a shoe, whatever. Anyway, so yesterday I saw him, and we were at, and he was like, Uncle Josh, are you wearing golf shoes? And I was like, yeah, but they're Air Maxes. He's like, no. You can't wear Air Max golf shoes as your normal shoes. It's like, why? He's like, it's a rule. I was like, are you making up shoe rules now? I had a 10-minute argument with a freaking 11-year-old about shoes. So apparently I can't wear my Air Max golf shoes as my normal shoes anymore, and I'm a little butthurt about it.
Oh, so he won the argument.
Well, I'm still trying to be cool, Patrick.
No.
I realized that when my mic is in the right place, this shirt really looks like it says fuck.
It does. It sure does. It sure does. Afro, I mean, he wasn't wrong, Josh.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to get to Dee's got the list. Dee's loves the list, and Seinfeld trivia is coming up later. Are we going to skip over this other thing?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, skip it.
All right, so let's get into Dee's loves the list.
All right, here we go. Dee's loves the list. Dee's loves the list. He loves them.
I love lists.
We need to work on that song. We haven't.
What? No, that song is perfect, Ray. It's going to be nominated for an original.
You were missing rehearsal, okay? Shit.
Okay, so my brother and I were texting this morning, and if you are watching Succession, you know that this past week's, no spoilers, this past week's episode of Succession might be a top 10 episode of television ever. It's hard, going through a top 10 list of episodes of TV is an impossible task. But in my mind, because it's so fresh, I started looking back in episodes. I'm like, it was unbelievable.
Mount Rushmore.
Which then got me and my brother to talking top 5 HBO characters of all time. Now,
let's go.
I then went and Googled how many HBO original programs there have been, and there have been a ton.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in here, you can do series and limited series if you want. But it can't be an HBO.
No, sure. Yeah. Okay. No problem.
You know what I mean? Like it could be True Detective if you want, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So these are characters from HBO shows, your top 5.
I can't wait to see who
all time. And of course, because it's his list, we start with Patrick Dees.
I think he's going to have a lot of overlap here. I really do.
I think so. I thought so when he proposed it, and now I'm thinking, I don't know. You guys do have exceptional taste, so maybe. All right. See, I'll start with number 5. I think we can move through this pretty quickly. My number 5, Josh just mentioned it. True Detective, Rust Cole, all time, one of the best characters.
Time is a flat circle.
Time is a flat circle, baby. Totally. Could not agree more. Played by Matthew McConaughey. Just what a performance. Iconic.
There's the moment when he says, I think it's like in the second last episode, he's like, well, it's been a minute. My mind hasn't been as sharp. And he's just building a thing out of a beer can while he's also chugging beers.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys know there's a new True Detective coming out with
Jodie Foster.
And who's the other woman? Jodie Foster and somebody else. Anyway, yeah. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're number 5.
My number 5 is Soho Hank.
Oh!
NoHo
Hank.
I said Soho. I meant NoHo. Yeah, NoHo Hank from Barry.
Kill Your Darlings. He made my honorable mention, and I've got incredible.
Beautiful performance, hilarious, poignant,
funny,
everything you want. Weird, quirky, fun.
So fun.
I think Barry is a work of genius, and I think NoHo Hank is a great character.
And unlike any character you've ever seen, you know what I mean? So many shows have like little archetypes. This guy's just like, what is this thing we're watching? It's incredible.
And he's the classic Hollywood story, the dude that's been trying to work forever and became an overnight success overnight after he'd been working for 20 years.
Yeah.
I had NoHo Hank at my 5, Jeff. So instead of overlapping, I'm going to supplant my NoHo Hank with an honorable mention, and I will take Selena Meyer in Veep, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Who won so many Emmys. And maybe, top 5 smartest comedies ever, and the least likable human in a comedy ever. She's so good. So I will go with Selena Meyer, aka Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Veep. Raymond, Austin.
I couldn't afford HBO, so I just had to look this up a different way. I would say Black Dynamite. I'm gonna start there. Michael J. White. Dynamite.
I'll give you Michael J. White in Dynamite. Yes.
Right, okay. There you go.
Great.
100%. Dees, you're number 4.
My number 4 would be from a little show we call Deadwood. Al Swearingen, Ian McShane's performance, just iconic. He's ruthless, and you love him. It's an incredibly 3-dimensional character, and I watch anything Ian McShane's in.
Deadwood is just mud. It's just muddy.
It is.
I never watched Deadwood.
Oh wow,
It's really the hole in my viewing. I never watched it.
I will say though, it's an easy watch. There's only a couple of seasons, so it's a gritty Wild West show. Commish.
It's one of the every episode leaves you kind of sick to your stomach.
But it really showed how fucked up it really was. Quite the show. Quite the show.
Jeffrey, you're 4.
I mean, any one of these could probably be number 1.
Yeah, same.
But I'm putting number 4, Stringer Bell.
Oh, wow. You went Stringer Bell. Is that your only Wire guy in your top 5?
Nope.
So Wire is my hole. I've never seen The Wire. I know I'm not proud of it, but at this point I've just passed the statute of limitations. So when people ask me if I've seen it, I don't say no. I go, don't mess with Omar. And they go, oh yeah, Omar's coming, and they're like, I'm
gonna be with you one time, and I'm gonna be like, ask him more questions.
I know. I'm like, no, Josh,
don't do that. Okay, my number 4 is Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons.
Yeah.
Now,
you got done wrong later.
You're not going Jon Snow. You're not going Ned Stark. You're not going Arya Stark or even Sansa Stark. Most people hated the end of Game of Thrones.
Because it was terrible.
I personally loved it.
It was bad.
Okay? I personally loved it. Do you know why I loved it?
You're entitled to be wrong.
Because you hate
she
nerds.
Had dragons, and she was pissed, and they killed her best friend, and she's like, you know what? F it. These people don't want to follow me. I'm burning it to the ground.
Yep.
Burn it to the ground.
Yep.
Start all over. I don't care. Burn it.
Oh, man.
Burn it, Jeff.
Go ahead, Ray. What do you got?
I like Pink. I gotta go Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage, man.
Tyrion.
It was
good stuff.
The way his life went through that whole. I could only stop following him. I mean, the Dragon Queen was come on, but following him was dude, he just captured that whole. I got the whole Game of Thrones. I was watching that dude right there.
Yeah. Tyrion's on my on my honorable mention list. I literally just saw it. It's Jay Spacely in the chat says, guys, I only watch FCTV. Are these even real shows?
And last night, Don't Cause a Ruckus, our friend McKenna May subbed in for AJ Ka and crushed it. She's the best. She's the absolute best. She's cross-stitching all of us again with an Emmy in the back.
What?
I would say that we should do top 5 FC hosts, but I fear I would not make the list.
I certainly wouldn't.
All right, number 3, Patrick Dees.
Oh man, this is when it gets brutal, right? To Jeff's point, and he's gonna be number 1. I'm going with a little guy named Leon from Curb Your Enthusiasm. JB Smoove is an absolute legend. Again, nothing like him on television.
Just true. It's true.
JB Smoove.
Jeff.
I'm going. This is my Succession pick.
Okay.
And I went round and round which Succession character I like the most. And you know what? I was tempted to put Greg, but I went Tom.
Wow. Yeah. Yes.
Tom is my favorite character in Succession.
Yeah, totally.
I love Tom. I want him to do well.
Wham scans.
Tom is cool.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what? I would have loved to have been in the room when they give him his last name, when the writers are like, we got to give him like it's a terrible last name,
Midwestern, but awful.
but awful, and like, but maybe just like one of those rich family names kind of a thing, like Womsgams.
So good.
So good.
Okay.
They're really letting him cook this season too.
They really are. Now, I had trouble with this one because I was arguing. I put at 3, I put Larry David because
That's good. Fair.
but I think that Larry David is Larry David. Like, I don't think there's too much of a.
That's why I went with JB Smoove.
Okay.
I felt like, he's a good foil.
Yeah. Okay.
Strong.
Raymond.
This was hard because there's 2 people in front that I just put up in front, just like thinking about it. But I got to go Omar right now. I got to go Omar now.
Okay.
That's a strong, because my 2 and my 1 is, I think they're legit. So
All right.
Are we already at number 2?
Number two.
Ooh. This was my succession pick. I very, very almost went Logan because I was texting Josh this week. I think he's on the Mount Rushmore.
It's
in terms of like just again it being iconic and representative of the TV landscape, all the shit. Personally, every week I look forward to Roman. I chose
Roman.
I chose Roman, man. I think he's killing it. I always like every single episode. It's a tour de force. He's just the choices that he makes about like, and apparently it wasn't given direction to him, but he just can't sit in a chair normally because of this like weird stunted thing. He'll like sit up on he does this thing all the time.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Just like he's so fun to watch, both his physicality, but also I feel like the writers are having a lot of fun giving him just the shit show and the fuck factory lines. Like, it's incredible. He's a legend. Yes.
Okay.
Roman Roy.
Okay. Wow. 2, Jeff.
My number 2 is Omar. It's crazy that The Wire has 2 of my favorite characters in it, and I probably could have. It was hard for me. There's so many characters that could have made my top 5.
yeah.
It's hard for me to put both Stringer Bell and Omar Little on, but they're both amazing.
Have you seen it recently? So if I went back and watched The Wire, is it something that I will just acknowledge is really informs all of current television, or do I just say, oh my God, this is just?
No, I think it's doing something that still hasn't really been matched.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
It's just different.
And none of you guys watched We Own the City.
I watched We Own the City.
Oh, it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad you saw that.
He talks in that Baltimore accent.
Yeah, he does.
Like this long O's in Inner Harbor. Jeff, this is our overlap, bud. Omar, my number 2. And here's what I did. So I'm going through the thing, and I didn't put a Succession in my top 5. I didn't. Logan Roy is at a hard 6 for me. But I just put at number 2. I put The Wire, and I was I was just going to myself. Do I go McNulty? Do I go Omar? Do I go Marlowe? Do I go Stringer? Right?
I think McNulty is my least favorite character in that whole show.
Really?
Yeah.
See, McNulty spoke to me in a different way of like, if I was a cop, I'd probably be McNulty.
He's fine, but the side characters are so much more interesting than he is.
Omar is he's unlike any character you may ever see in TV because of one reason. He is a sociopath villain that you root for the whole time.
You love him.
Yeah.
You love him, and he's the worst.
and he's the worst. And Michael Kenneth Williams, gone too soon.
A genius.
It's on a different level of acting, and I don't think he knew that he was even that good.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll give you Omar at 2, Jeff.
I'm with all y'all haters, man. Like on this whole Succession thing, man. Like Logan wrote, like, look, that dude is a baller, man. Like, okay, he's the popular one. So what?
He's the center of gravity. If his performance,
he makes the word fucking sound so great in the English dictionary. Like I put it in my language. The way he says it.
Yeah,
he's the center of gravity on that show. Like if he isn't just this dense, like again, this thing that everybody else orbits, the show doesn't work.
Right.
It's
crazy. The way he is the puppet master.
Master. The one line that sits with me, Ray, the whole time is when Kendall tries to get Tom to come with him, and he's like, I see you getting fucked all the time, and Logan never gets fucked. So do you know? Yeah. So and it hurt me to put it in but Anyway, okay, but I don't disagree with you. I don't think there's a wrong answer in this list, but yeah.
It
All
was
right,
hard.
Dees.
This is hard. There's
It
a
is
lot
hard.
of there's a lot of characters that I absolutely adore that didn't make my top 5.
Like Larry Sanders doesn't make my top 5 here, and Larry Sanders show is one of
I
the most
almost-
underrated
dude,
programs ever.
I almost had Hank.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Hey, now Hank Haney.
I know how Hank beat Hank.
Haney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Hey now.
Hey now, Hank Haney.
A lot of people in the chat mentioning you got to watch Beef, which is just
so
like
good.
Beef.
Yeah.
Beef on Netflix is a masterpiece.
I'm
It is
6
just-
in.
Oh my! Wait till you see where it goes, man. I can't wait to talk about Beef. We'll do a whole show on that. At
And
some point.
Ray, Jeff recommended it to Patrick and I. We are now recommending it to you. A little show called Jury Duty.
do it.
Okay,
It's on
Duty.
Freevee,
It's on
which no one has
Freevee.
ever heard of.
free app. You know how I know Freevee? Bosch Legacy is on it, and I know I'm the only person and my wife that watched that show.
I'm
but-
putting it in now. Okay.
Do it. Freevee.
The only thing that
Jury
sucks about Freevee is that you have ads.
Yeah,
and you
that's
can't get away from them. But
I watch commercials. I don't care about commercials.
Oh man, it drives me crazy
It's
in
great
this,
as a
this digital age.
I might see myself.
There you go. God.
there you go.
Oh,
If all my
that's-
commercials, if all
that
my
is-
commercials had Ray in them, I wouldn't mind.
Me too.
I'd watch
I'd
All
be-
Ray Network.
Yeah.
I'd be broke. I didn't have a problem, and now I watch all the Ray commercials, and I have a problem.
How
I
have
just
we not
buy
seen-
everything?
How have we not fan fiction deep faked Ray into the commish? Michael Chiklis is bald.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
a white dude,
Yeah.
but it's deep fake Ray into Chiklis.
I
There
would-
you go. Or the Shield, for that matter.
instantly makes it better.
Okay, number one.
Okay,
Patrick.
number one is a
Number
big
one.
deal. I'm quickly gonna hit my honorable mentions that didn't make the list.
How dare you?
Oh, should I do it after?
Yeah,
In case?
after.
Okay, I'll do it
This
after.
might be one of
yeah,
mine.
That's
Yeah.
what I realized. Okay, my number one with a bullet is the incomparable Kenny Powers.
Oh, wow.
Just a man with a
Wow.
mind for victory and an arm like a fucking cannon. But sometimes you bring the thunder, you get lost in the storm. He's
I
incredible.
did not see that coming. But
Yeah, no.
that seems very D's.
Yeah,
Very D's
yeah.
of you.
Kenny Powers was in my honorable mention and very close to. I mean, that first season of Eastbound and Down might be the funniest season of television.
I think so too. And again, I was looking for just true unique characters. I feel like so much television is really formulaic and whatnot. And there's just nothing. I know now a lot of his performances, he's kind of doing the Kenny Powers thing, but I'd never seen that before. And I was like, what is even happening?
I know.
It's incredible.
Jeffrey.
Pauly Walnuts.
Oh man.
Wow, you went
on.
Polly Walnuts.
Pauly Walnuts. I could have picked literally any character from The Sopranos.
That's Tony.
There's a half a dozen that would. I mean, I could do a top 5. Doing a top 5 list of Sopranos characters would be hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I really thought about it, and I think there is a joy, and another actor that has passed, I believe. But anytime he's on screen, it just makes me. I love. He's an asshole. He's a terrible human so often, but he's so watchable and so much fun. And the best episodes of that show. The one where he and Christopher go and bury that dude in the Pine Barrens. I think it's called the Pine Barrens.
The episode's called Pine Barrens. It's
good.
the best bottle episode in TV history. I'll
Incredible.
die on that hill any day.
But
When they're
Pauly
eating the
Walnut.
ketchup, it's like, give me that ketchup.
Incredible.
I went the same show, but I can't go against Tony Soprano. He's it.
Yeah.
He's it.
Yeah.
He's it. He's
Nobody pushes back.
in my opinion, and I love mob stuff, right? I love mob. Goodfellas, got all of it. I live for it. Tony Soprano is it.
Yeah.
He's it.
Goodfellas need to be our next movie then. Tony Soprano he's
the guy.
legendary. He's the guy.
Luca Brasi.
Yeah. I mean, the first episode it's such a little thing, right? But when he's like talking about his life and then he's enjoying it so much, chasing down a dude in a business park, right? That's how you set the tone of the show. And that's when Amanda was like, "This show's too violent. I can't watch it." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna watch it again."
Yeah. We were just talking about this the other day. Still to this day, when I hear the HBO, Oh, the
Yes, yeah.
I expect
Woke up this morning.
that song to come on next. It's linked.
Yeah.
I think Sopranos has the best opening song credit sequence of all time.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
perfection.
That and Perfect Strangers.
yeah. Everywhere you look.
No, that's Full House.
Yeah, Full House. All right.
No,
Yeah.
it's come along with
On the wings
wings of my dreams.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
All right, Dees, quick honorable mentions. Any guys got honorable mentions?
I've got Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, NoHo Hank Barry, TJ Miller, who played Eldrick Bachman in Silicon Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Ray, did you say your number one?
Yeah, Tony
Yeah,
Soprano.
Tony Soprano also. Yeah.
And then quick Ellie from The Last of Us, Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones, and Angela Abar, which is Regina King's character in The Watchmen.
Oh yeah,
That is a 10 out of 10 season of television.
that was good too. Yeah,
Incredible.
The only person that wasn't mentioned is Gary Walsh, who was played by Tony Hale in Veep, who was Selena Meyer's sister.
Oh,
He was
okay.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Raymond.
It's time.
Oh, let's go. Let's
It's
do
time.
this.
It's time.
Finally, we can
time.
Oh, let's put this to bed.
Let's get ready to sign for.
Down. Hey, we just got DMCA'd. That was too good, Jeffrey.
Freddie Airmail, Full House, but starring Tony Soprano. That's a funny juxtaposition. He's Danny Tanner. Michelle. What the fuck, Michelle? Okay. Are you ready, Ray?
All right.
Scissors for who
Okay,
goes
wait.
first?
So we walk us through the rules
Okay.
here.
Okay, so there are 50 questions.
Got it.
Jeff has 25. Patrick has 25 of them.
That's right.
Please, in the chat, do not put the answer in. Do not say the answer. And Ray, don't look at the chat. I'll try not to look at the chat too.
I got my notes. Oh yeah, we're good.
We alternate questions. If the person doesn't get it, they can steal. Everything's worth 1 point. Let's not get crazy with point totals.
This is for all the marbles.
This is literally, and if you know, Mr. Marbles was who Kramer thought he saw in Jerry's apartment.
There are questions on here that say bonus points are available. So
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Okay, and that's fine. Put
Here we
bonus.
go. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
First question.
Wait.
How does this work?
Who goes first?
Oh, okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You first. Oh, twice or do it?
No, that's the one.
Okay, wait. So we're alternating asker. So that means I'm always asking Josh and you're always asking Ray?
That seems silly.
No. What, Jeff? Why don't you ask 5, then Patrick will ask 5.
Yeah, perfect.
Right.
And then so the question is, Jeffrey's going to ask you a question, and if you can't get it, Ray can steal it.
Correct. And vice versa.
Okay, and vice versa. All right, cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like
Ooh.
All right, here we
Who's
go.
keeping score?
I've got it.
All right, cool.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Question 1. What is Jerry's apartment number?
Is that to me or him?
No,
Me.
it's to him because he won the rock, paper, scissors. Josh,
Oh, right. Of course.
what is Jerry's apartment number?
I believe it's 3C.
That is incorrect. Would you like to steal Ray?
Yes, please.
What is Jerry's apartment number?
5A.
That is correct.
Wow.
Hits it.
Okay.
Did
Right
you know
out
that
of
one?
the gate. All right. Question 2. Ray,
Yes.
this one has multiple correct answers. We only need one of them. What is the name of one of Kramer's alter egos?
Mr. Pennypacker.
That's correct.
Give him the point.
Do you know the other ones?
Correct. Do you know any other ones for bonus points?
Oh,
Dr.
Dr. Van Nostrand.
Yeah, Dr. Van Nostrand.
That's right. That is correct as well.
Yeah.
Josh, do you want to try one?
A.G. Pennypacker.
Yeah.
Dr. Van Nostrand.
Yeah.
Shoot.
There's 2 more.
Now you tell us.
The K-Man
The K-Man. Okay.
and so there's Dr. Martin Van Nostrand and Professor Peter Van Nostrand.
Okay.
That's
All right. Question 3. Back to Josh.
Okay.
What is Elaine's middle name?
Holy cow.
Ooh.
I'll give you a hint. It is also my daughter's middle name.
That doesn't help me. Elaine Marie Bennis.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
That is incredible. Good pull. Good pull.
All right.
Ray looks rattled on that you got that, by the way. Ray's like, oh no, what have I done?
So there is a bonus point option here. There is one episode where she jokes that her middle name is a different name. And if you can get that.
No, I cannot.
No.
She jokes Ray, you look like you don't have a guess for this. She jokes her middle name is Ike in one episode.
Ike. Okay.
Doesn't ring a bell at all.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Question 4. What popular soups are served by the soup Nazi? There are 2 correct answers. Either one we can accept.
Jambalaya.
Ray, the jambalaya is incorrect.
What? No. Well,
I mean, according to this.
That was Newman soup.
yeah, he got jambalaya. There was mulligatawny.
Oh, you know, mulligatawny.
Mulligatawny is correct.
Crab bisque.
Crab bisque is
bisque.
correct. Yeah.
All right.
So you're giving it to him?
I think each of them should get a point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 5th question. This is my last one before I turn it over to Patrick. Question 5. We're back to Josh, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Josh. Question 5. What is George pretending to do when he meets Susan's parents?
So good. So good.
Pretending to do. Meets Susan's parents. Yeah.
Got an answer?
Ray.
Ray, do you want to steal?
Damn. That's a good one.
That's really tough.
I was gonna say eating cheese.
Eating cheese.
The correct answer is buying a house in the Hamptons.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Incredible.
All right, your turn, Patrick.
All right. So who's up?
Eats her parents.
Ray's up.
Ray's up. All right, Ray. Number 6. What is the name of the horse Kramer accidentally feeds Beefarino? What is the name of the horse?
Rusty.
Rusty.
Yes.
Rusty. Give him
Yes.
a point. Give him
Incredible.
a point.
Good pull.
Man.
Good pull.
Okay.
All right, Joshua. Number 7. What is the name of Jerry's building's landlord? Jerry's building landlord.
Oh, okay. So the landlord's wife is hooking up with Newman. Oh man. I'm gonna say Carlos, but I know that's wrong.
Ray, you got a steal? That's incorrect, Josh.
Man, these are tough. Yeah, Ruby Speedy was right. She warned us.
Well, it says 1 or 2 because he had 2 landlords. There was 2 guys.
Oh, that's right. He had the 2 dudes.
Yeah, Harold and Manning was his first landlords, and then Suvio took over.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Silvio for the steal, Ray. What a pull!
Ray.
Oh my God, he's got somebody in his ear going.
I know.
Incredible,
I know.
really, really good pull.
Impressive.
All right, Ray.
Hey.
Number 8. This is for you. Why was Kramer discharged from the army after only serving briefly?
It's unclassified.
It's classified. That's correct.
It's classified, Jay. It's classified.
That's correct. Very, very well done, Ray. So good.
Ray's gonna win this.
This is impressive.
It's
I'm
6-2.
Yeah.
Ray is up 6-2.
All right, Josh, you
Make
got
it
this one, Josh.
Okay.
What is the first and last thing the group of friends discuss during the pilot and finale episodes? The first and last thing the group discusses during the pilot and finale episodes.
Okay, so in the pilot, Elaine's not even in the pilot, but George and Jerry talk about like the wave, like they're saying like, oh, hello, like, is this kind of wave? And it's like he hugs the girl that's coming, like, what's the, and then in the jail cell, they're talking about the shirt. See that button there? What is that button for?
So what's your answer?
That's my answer.
Buttons?
Buttons.
I say we give it to him.
I'm giving it to him. Yeah, it's buttons. The answer is buttons.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, he got there. He got
there. Yeah, I felt good about it.
Point. That's a, you asked what was before, what was the first thing they talked about and the last thing they talked about, and it was the button on George's shirt. He got it wrong.
Jeffrey?
I'm inclined to give it to him because he said
but no,
I needed it, Ray. It's 6-3. I needed it.
And also, we'll be that lenient, Ray, too, with you. So don't worry about it.
Okay, all right.
So, Ray, I think you're going to get this one. Ray, what's the name of the coffee shop where Jerry and his friends spend a lot of their time? I know you know the one.
Monk's Cafe.
Boom. Didn't even slow down. Monks.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Question 11. Josh, what was the name of the clown played by guest star Jon Favreau?
Eric the clown.
That is correct.
Boom.
That's a good one.
All right. Question 12. Ray.
Eric.
Oh, this is funny because somebody just said this.
Yeah.
Which main cast member does not appear in the pilot?
Elaine.
That's right.
Correct.
Gave you that one.
All right. Question 13.
Okay.
Who is Sid and what is his job?
Sid is he's like in an early season. Is he like, does he park the cars in the building? Sid, he parks the cars, right?
You're real close.
He's like the building super.
No, it does have something to do with cars.
Does he
Ray,
run
do you have a
okay.
do you have a steal?
Sid is the neighborhood guy who parks all the cars, and he moves the cars from so guys won't get tickets.
Incredible.
That's correct. He
Yeah,
moves
but
cars from one side of the street to the other
It's
side of the street. That's a little
I don't
different
know.
than
I can
parking
get out
cars.
with to you. I can get out with to you, Josh. He was
parks the
He
cars.
parks the
All
cars.
right. Okay. All right.
I give him that one.
Yeah, I'm good with that one, too.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question 14. Josh.
Okay. No, Ray.
Ray, excuse me. Ray gets even numbers. Josh gets odd numbers. Question 14. Ray. According to a conversation between Jerry and Elaine, what's the magic number of dates when a face-to-face breakup is required?
7.
That's correct.
This is a goddamn machine.
That's correct.
My God.
Question
Ray is
15.
This is my question. I love.
That's strong.
Question 15. Josh, what's the name for Jerry's favorite shirt?
Oh, Golden Boy.
That is correct. That is correct.
That's my favorite question. I was very excited about that. Ray, number 16. What is the name of the shirt that replaces Jerry's favorite shirt when it dies?
Oh man. Baby Blue.
Baby Blue, Golden Boy's son. That is correct.
I was going to say Bad Boy Blue, but I knew that was
correct.
I'm gonna say Powder Blue.
Woo!
Yeah, okay.
Baby Blue. Josh is up.
10-6, Ray.
All right. Ray, Josh, number 17. What was the original name of the show?
Oh, that's such a good one.
Jerry?
I didn't know this one.
I remember this one, actually.
Like the pilot that they're shooting in the show?
No.
No, the original
No.
name of what it was going to be called
What it
on
was
NBC,
gonna be
but then they
called,
changed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. 2 guys, a girl, in a pizza place.
No, Ray, you got a steal?
Seinfeld Chronicles.
Jeez Louise.
Chronicles.
Ray is not fucking man. The man played in the league. He's a successful entrepreneur, and he's the best goddamn Seinfeld player. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
All right.
This is a
That makes no
bloodbath.
sense.
This is like Ray versus Dwight Howard's shirt.
Number 18 for Ray. What song does Elaine help her boss, Mr. Pitt, identify over a radio show call-in so that he can win a ticket to hold the Woody Woodpecker float in the parade?
Next stop Potterville.
Jesus.
I was going to be like, next stop, Potterville. Next stop, Potterville.
Oh, my God.
Ray and Fuego. He came up
And
and
Fuego.
12-6. It's a double up.
Number 19 for Josh. What cultural touchstone did Jerry tell Elaine was responsible for all of his knowledge of high art?
Wait, say that again?
What cultural touchstone did Jerry tell Elaine was responsible for all of his knowledge of high art?
Superman 2?
No. You got commission. You're going to know it when you hear it.
Looney Tune cartoons or Warner Brothers cartoons?
I'll give you that. Looney Tunes, the opera episode.
Overturn
very good.
your right.
It's very good.
This is it.
Unbelievable.
Encyclopedic. All right, Ray. Number 20. What item of clothing did Elaine come up with that led to the downfall of an entire company?
Oh man.
The urban sombrero.
Yeah,
Right.
Ray's on fire.
Unbelievable.
Stop.
Woo!
That's unbelievable. All right.
Oh, good.
Question 21. Josh, what character from an animated property did Jerry have as a Pez dispenser at the opera?
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
What character from an animated property did Jerry have as a Pez dispenser at the opera?
Tweety Bird?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Strong.
Very well done. Question 22. Ray, what food order was Elaine famous for getting and disappointed in not having available at the Bizarro dinner?
At the Bizarro dinner?
The food order. We're looking for a food order that she was famous for getting and disappointed in not having available at the Bizarro dinner. Or diner, excuse me. Bizarro diner, not dinner. Pardon me.
Oh, big salad?
That's correct. That's correct. Question
This is just
23.
silly.
Josh, what profession did Jerry find out he was suited for, but ultimately had to stop because it was illegal and frankly too dangerous for him?
Firefighter?
That's not right. Ray?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know this one either.
What do you call them? When you make the videos, the movies, you dub movies.
You're right.
Give it
Dub
to him.
movies,
Yeah,
the
Bootleg movie
bootleg
filmer.
movie. Yeah.
That was such a weirdly weighed question. I know that episode. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll give Ray the point. Listen, this is a bloodbath anyway.
Question 24. Josh, excuse me, no, it's Ray. Ray's turn.
Yeah.
Ray, how did the Postal Service figure out Jerry was delivering packages instead of Newman?
Because he was on time.
That's not correct. At least according to this.
He
But he
delivered-
gave you the answer. I get to steal.
Josh turned to try to steal.
He delivered more than 80%. Nobody's even cracked the 50% barrier, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually delivered all of them. I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Question 25. Josh, what was the quote that Jerry regretted writing on his signed picture to hang in the diner during the Bubble Boy episode?
Nothing's finer than being in your diner.
That's
so
right.
Good. So good. Oh, this
That's
is
good.
amazing. You guys
That
are
was good.
incredible.
That was
It's just, I'm just in awe. Again, it's like going to an NBA game. You're like, I didn't know people could do this.
16-9.
Number 26 is Ray, right, correct?
That's right.
All right, number 26, Ray. What was the last name of the library cop?
Actually, no, that's
God. Oh, that's a good one.
You're
Damn.
gonna kick yourself.
Mr. I can't. Go ahead, Josh.
Bookman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bookman. The library
I
cop.
knew that one. I knew that
So
one.
good. Josh, so number
drawing your beaners.
Josh, number 27. What did Kramer do that ruined his chances at suing the tobacco company and winning millions?
He got his face as the Marlboro Man in Times Square.
I don't think that's going to qualify.
He,
At least
he,
the answer that I have,
he struck
The answer
his
that we
own.
have that.
because it's
Yeah.
what?
The answer
No,
we
right?
have is not that, Josh.
Not that.
Say it one more time.
What
Can
did
I hear
Kramer do that ruined his chances at suing the tobacco company and winning millions? What did he do so that he couldn't sue them?
He's like, Jackie, I struck a deal of my own. What are you talking about, dear? And they're in Times Square, and he's the Marlboro Man on the thing in Times Square. He's smoking the cigarettes. He's in the thing. What are they saying? The answer. That's the right answer.
It
Yeah,
kind of is.
It is the answer. It's
The answer I have is he put the bomb on.
no. He put
No,
the
that
bomb
was when
on
he-
was from the coffee.
Yeah, he burned. himself
Oh,
with a
that's
coffin.
right.
Yeah.
Give it to him. Yeah, you put the bomb on. You
Thank
put the
you.
bomb on? Who told you to put the bomb
Who
on?
told you to
That's
put
right.
the bomb on?
Who told you to put the bomb on?
All right,
Okay.
16-11.
All right,
You're
right
making
on.
a semi comeback.
That's right. Who's up?
Ray.
Ray.
Even numbers is Ray.
That's okay. Thank you. I'll still ask over and over again. Don't worry. Even number 28. What was the name of the tip calculator that Jerry gave his dad?
Willard.
One more time?
Close. That's
The
really
Willard?
close.
Yeah, the
That-
Willard is what he gives him. The Wizard is the real one.
The
But
Wizard is the real one. The Willard is the one he gave his dad.
Yes.
Give it to him. Answer I have is wizard. It sounds like you guys are
These guys know
aligned.
more than the freaking
Yeah.
questions.
Yep.
Number 29, which is Josh. In the first couple of seasons, we find out who Elaine's ex-boyfriend was. Who was he?
Jake Jarmel.
It's not the answer I have, but you're probably right. Get this pace. Ray, you got an answer?
Jerry.
Jerry
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
It's Jerry.
Jerry Seinfeld.
That's a trick question, and you got me on it.
Sorry.
Got me.
Question.
It's good.
All right. Number 30. In the Busboy episode, Elaine dates a man named Eddie from Seattle. He was planning to stay over with Elaine for a weekend, but it turned out to be a week. What was the incident that made Eddie stay even longer? Why did he stay longer?
Man, this is an old episode, I think.
You mean to
This
do that
is
again?
Ray.
Yes, Ray.
It's on me?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my question?
Yes.
Oh,
In the Busboy episode, Elaine dates a man named Eddie from Seattle. He was planning to stay over for a weekend, but it turned out to be a week. What was the incident that made Eddie stay longer?
Well, she was late. The alarm didn't go off, so he missed his flight.
I might give that to him. I don't know. You're half right.
He missed his flight due to heavy traffic is the answer that I have.
Oh, that's right. And she tries to drive as fast as she. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He missed his flight because she was late. The alarm didn't go off. Yeah.
Give it to Ray.
Okay.
These are these are the 10 questions that I submitted, and all of them are about Elaine's boyfriends.
This is
We're two in.
and our one of our fearless leaders, Ruthless Cutie, was like, "Tell Jeff's such a romantic. He did all of Elaine's boyfriend things."
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's one for each season. All right.
Okay.
So question 31, which is back to Josh.
Yes.
Which famous athlete does Elaine end up dating in season 3?
Keith Hernandez.
That's correct. That's correct. All right.
I despise Keith Hernandez.
Ray, question 32. In season 4, Elaine dated her therapist and they traveled all around Europe together. However, she got tired of him and ended up going out with one of her therapist's patients. Who was this patient she went out with?
Joe Davola.
That is correct. That is correct.
Incredible.
Question 33,
20 to
Josh.
12.
In season 5, Elaine dated a guy named Tony who was really outgoing, suave, and strong.
Tony.
Jerry really hated the guy and described him as being a what?
Mimbo.
That is correct.
That was good. That's a good one. That's a
Good
good
one.
one.
Played by Dan Cortez.
That's a good question.
Yeah. From Pittsburgh. The mic edited out you saying Pittsburgh, which we've programmed it to do, but
Yeah. We sure did.
Question 34. Ray, season 6 would be the introduction of one of Elaine's well-known boyfriends. Who would that be?
David Putty.
That is correct, David
Oof.
Putty.
Season 6.
Question 35. Josh, in The Wig Master,
Yes.
Elaine dated Craig, a guy working at a clothing store. Elaine was trying to get Craig to get her a Nicole Miller dress, but he kept saying they were out and waiting for a new shipment. In reality, Craig was really working her, and there were too many Nicole Millers. What did Elaine do to get revenge?
Chopped off his ponytail.
That is correct. That is correct. All right.
All right. I'll go a few more and then let's do a time check here. Number 36, Ray. Who did Elaine date that made her think she was dating a, quote, complete opposite of Jerry, unquote?
Kevin.
Kevin, it's correct. Jeez.
Amazing.
It's
So amazing.
encyclopedic.
Remember when we did the over-under on half the questions being right?
Oh my God.
Crushing the over.
It's crazy.
It's currently 22 to 14.
Okay.
Let's go to question 40, and then Ray and I can rapid fire our questions to each other, and then
All
we
right.
can wrap the show.
So 40 to
put
what?
The,
You want to go 40 to 50?
No, he said just go to question 40.
yeah, go to question
Question 40. Okay.
Just read up to question 40.
Oh, got it. Okay.
We're at 37 right now.
Thank you. 37. Josh, which boyfriend did Elaine end up getting dumped by because of juju fruits?
Oh, man.
Remember this one?
Yeah, she stopped to get Juji fruits, and he was in the hospital. He was kind of a chubby dude, bald.
I could see the face. Yeah.
See,
I didn't have it.
I don't know. Dave.
It is not Dave. Ray, you got a steal?
Jake.
Yeah.
It's
Jake Jamel?
Jake Jamel Cheese with the last name for the bonus point. Just salt in the wound. Number 38, Raymond. Which boyfriend showed up for Elaine in the final episode? You got that.
David Putty.
David Putty showed up in the final episode. Number 39, Joshua. What is the fake name George uses throughout the series?
Oh, Art Vandelay.
Art Vandelay. And number 40, Raymond. What is the occupation George continually fakes having?
Architect.
Yeah, he's an architect. All right.
Currently, the score is 25-15. Ray has smoked me in this
Dude,
situation.
25-15. Add those two numbers together. How many questions did we answer?
40.
It's 40.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You would have gotten the next ones too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You want to put that show poll up, Jeff? Should we tell them?
They're up.
Yeah,
It's
what we got.
It's been long up, right?
I'm not on that page. Hang on a second. Let me look
yeah.
at it.
Yeah, it went up a minute ago, I think.
Hang on one second. I will.
Curious to see what our name is this week.
Yeah. This is okay. We got your options are fundamentally Emmy worthy.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you like to get weird? I like that
Yeah.
one.
I do.
I've done drug.
I like
I've done
drug.
drug.
Air blow drans.
So it's awesome.
And blackout and fog. Fundamentally Emmy worthy is currently leading with 67% of the vote. Get those votes in while in the last few seconds, you'll decide what we are called next week.
Okay.
You guys gonna read each other your questions?
Yes. All right,
I can't
Ray, I'll
wait.
start.
Okay.
Rapid fire. If you don't get 5 out of 5, I'll be upset. Okay. Who is George's childhood enemy?
Oh shit. Fuck. That's a good one.
3, 2, 1.
He did it in the computer. The computer.
He's
oh,
on the
shit.
computers.
Oh, damn, he did the go. Way to go, boy.
You're really close.
Lloyd Braun.
Lloyd Braun, you got it.
wow.
You got it. Lloyd Braun, you got it.
God, watching the man work.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
Hey. When Elaine yada yada sex, what did she eat at dinner with the guy that she yada yada?
Oh,
I've yada yada sex. She's like, we went out to dinner. We had the blank. Yada yada yada. I never talked to him again.
Talked about the bisque.
The bisque. You got it.
Yep.
Come on.
Okay. Ray, what is Miss Rhode Island's talent that George ruined? AKA, ruined.
She was a Doves.
Correct.
She worked with Doves.
Trained Dubs.
So
yes.
trained Doves.
Trained Dubs.
You got the winner of the poll is fundamentally Emmy worthy. So that's what we will do next week.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. What did Morty Seinfeld do as his profession?
He was he sold raincoats. The
That's
executive.
true. He did. He sold raincoats. And finally, Kramer wouldn't wear the ribbon for what charity?
AIDS charity.
Yeah, AIDS.
All right, my turn. You ready?
Man,
what was the
Ray.
first joke that Seinfeld said on stage?
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
What
was it? What was it?
It was about going out. We're out. We're all out right now. We're out. We're out here.
It's going out. Good one. Okay.
What is the word Jerry's mom tried to play in Scrabble?
Oh, mauve? Is it? It's like morph or it's I don't know. It's
Quone. Quone.
It's a quone.
Quone.
Quone something. It's a quone. Yep. You got it.
funny.
All right. How much?
Mulva?
Oh, sorry. What was Jerry's cousin's name?
Oh, your cousin Jeffrey. It's Uncle Leo's son.
Oh, that's a good one. That's cousin. I went Artie Levine. I mean.
Oh, Artie. Okay.
All right. Last one. How much did George invest in the opera platform?
$6,000.
$2,500.
Guys, Okay,
Man.
look, here's the thing. I didn't think I could be more impressed by either of you. I watched you guys do crazy shit on a daily. What did I just witness?
Josh,
That was amazing.
Josh, this is my mic.
Domination. It was an utter domination.
The most
I felt
incredible demonstration of prowess I have ever seen in my life.
Jazz Weed in the chat. I'm not sure I remember what I had for dinner last night. Incredible.
I knew that Ray knew some Seinfeld, but my God,
Yeah.
my God.
Yep.
And my wife is happy because she's like, now I don't have to watch that shit. More.
Yes! Woo!
Incredible.
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 Well done. Well done, Ray. Well done. Man, oh man.
That
This is a fun episode.
That lived up to the hype, man.
Sure
that lived
did.
up to the hype. Thank you all for being with us. Congrats to Ray. Bragging rights forever. Incredible.
Me and
Incredible.
Wale.
We will be called fundamentally Emmy worthy next week because of you. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. We got so much more fun coming up at you every Thursday. Be here, subscribe on various platforms, watch all the other FCTV content coming at you nearly every day of the week.
Monday through Thursday.
It's incredible. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, power to the fans.
Power to the fans.
What my shirt says.